Sure. So the most important thing I can possibly tell you is don't be afraid to fail, because you're going to fail a lot.
Think
a lot.
Your first 10 books are going to suck.
No, that's harsh. But let's face it, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. Some of them are going to be small. Some of them are going to be big. But you're not going to know it's a mistake until you learn it and you try it. What you see here with our booth, I mean, we've been doing this for 5 years. We've learned a lot of lessons along the way, right? How to find the right artist, how to find the right person to work with. Who's going to help you, who's going to collaborate with you. Alex was someone that we had already been starting down the journey, and we met Alex and we said, come on, you should come help us out. And 5 years later, he's been a huge part of our venture, really. So, it's tough to point to any one thing, but if you're not afraid to fail, if you're not, keep trying, ask questions, talk to people, share your work. Don't be afraid to tell people about your stuff, right?
Actually, yeah, that's actually a really big part. There's a lot of people out there who are really talented artists, and I'm speaking from art specifically, but writing goes the same way. But if nobody ever looks at your stuff, you're never going to get anywhere. So you got to get over that fear of showing off your work, especially if it's not perfect, because done is better than perfect. You could like the good examples of some really talented artists who would just take forever on a book. And especially if you're looking for to get in as a professional comic creator, you need to hit deadlines. You need to be able to if you say, I'm going to deliver the book by this date, you need to make sure you're done by that date, and earlier if possible, because you're just, especially if it's like a creator-owned book, you're one part of a chain. So if you're late on pencils, that screws over the inker, and then the colorist and the letterer and the writer. So that's a very important lesson to learn.
Be prepared to spend a lot of your own money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I can possibly tell you, because no matter how good an artist or writer or idea you might have, at the end of the day, if you can't prove that you can do it consistently, well, et cetera, nobody's going to get your stuff, right? So be prepared to do it yourself, to go out there, to market your stuff, to talk to people. I've watched a lot of folks at conventions. They just sit behind a table and they wait. Oh, someone's going to come and see me and buy my stuff and they'll like me. Yeah, maybe. But reach out to them, talk to them. I mean, if you look around the table again, we got to have a lot of things that are really designed to bring people in, to have them look, to talk to us. And we love talking to people, because why else would you come here? Yes, especially me. I have diarrhea of the mouth, as you can see.